I feel like I'm always living in a battlefield, and my home has never felt like a safe place for me. And also, once again, nobody's coming to save me. Like, what the... Okay, guys, I just had this memory, and when they pop up, I'm just going to start sharing more and more of them with you. I was a senior in high school, and I was coming home from school. My father's youngest sister and her kids were living with us for a moment, and I just remember walking through the door and my aunt barreling, I think out of my room, mind you, and barreling down the hallway at me like she was about to just scrap with me like I'm a grown woman. And she's yelling something at me, and it's been over 20 years now, but it was something like, you were talking about me, or you said such and such. And my fight or flight back then, they used to call me Little Tyson in high school. So my fight or flight, I was terrified, but my reaction usually is to kind of, or at least back then, it's kind of buck up on you. So I'm like, who the F are you talking to? What are you talking about? Da, da, da. So we're going at it. And I am saying to myself in my spirit, God, please don't let this woman beat the crap out of me. But at the same time, that's just who I was back then, not to show any fear, because I was kind of trained to like try to make it, I guess, harder for a bully, because I've been bullied for a while. So whatever the argument was, I just remember, I think both of my parents were home. They did not intervene. When I got to a point to where I could try to reason with her and to de-escalate a little bit, it got sorted out. And she was upset with me because she thought I was talking about her. Mind you, she is a grown-ass woman. I'm going to guess at this time she was at least in her 30s. I'm 17, okay? And when it was all said and done, now my nerves are all over the place. You know, I got the prickly feeling on my back, neck, and shoulders. I'm trying to go to another part of the house to calm myself down from that adrenaline and the fear and everything else. And then also just like the trauma of feeling like, why is it always when the family gets together, I feel like I'm always living in a battlefield, and my home has never felt like a safe place for me. And also, once again, nobody's coming to save me. Like, what the... So she comes to me, let's say maybe 30 minutes later, and she just walks up to me and she's like, Coley Boo, I just want you to know I'm so proud of you. And I'm looking at her like, what? And she says, the way you just handled that, and the way you stood up for yourself, and the way you were rah, I'm just so proud of you. And I can't quite explain to you how weird that is. And to be a parent or a parental figure, and I think if you're in an aunt or uncle role or grandparent role, you have a slightly parental... I got cut off. But if you're in that auntie uncle role, especially in Black families, when I was growing up, everybody got to have a little bit of parental privilege. So, you know, you could even get your behind beat by 3 people before you get home if you cut up at school or something like that. That's just the way it was. So I'm like, how could a parent traumatize you and put you in that position and then say, I'm so proud of you at the same time? It's like you're literally reinforcing this toxicity and raising up another generation to be so dysfunctional. And back then it was so normal for me. So when it was all said and done and I was calm, I think I learned that you have to fight fire with fire. I also think that my consciousness and my nerves, it started to keep the score more and more. And I think it trained me for war. Ooh, bars, more and more, trained me for war. But it kind of taught me that life is a battlefield and I always got to be ready to fight. Turns out I wound up being criticized for being a drama queen in my early adult years. You know, people still have that picture of me now, and criticized for always being the one to step up, not let anything slide, not back down. Always got to be the one with this mouth. But you see the pattern here? Y plus X equals whatever. So that was just another memory of growing up in a dysfunctional codependent, narcissistic, toxic family system that I am still working hard to get out of me and to completely heal and purge from. If you can relate, holla at me.
This is power with a name, darling Nikki. Remember, I don't break, I transcend. Every scar got a lesson, every loss made a legend. Darling Nikki, remember, I don't break, I transcend. Every scar got a lesson, every loss made a legend. Yes, darling Nikki.